Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Eventuating text 55 and text 56 of chapter 2, contents of the Gita summarized of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 55. Shri Bhagawanuvacha Prajahati yada kamana sarvana partha manogatana atmana yevatamana tushtah sthita prajnasta dochayate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Parth, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification which arise from mental concoctions, and when his mind, thus purified, finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness. The Bhagavatam affirms that any person who is fully in Krishna's consciousness or devotional service of the Lord has all the good qualities of the great sages, whereas a person who is not so transcendentally situated has no good qualifications because he is sure to be taking refuge in his own mental concoctions. Consequently, it is rightly said herein that one has to give up all kinds of sense desire manufactured by mental concoction. Artificially, such sense desires cannot be stopped. But if one is engaged in Krishna's consciousness, then automatically sense desires subside without extraneous efforts. Therefore, one has to engage himself in Krishna's consciousness without hesitation, for this devotional service will instantly help one onto the platform of transcendental consciousness. The highly developed soul always remains satisfied in himself by realizing himself as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Lord. Such a transcendentally situated person has no sense desires resulting from petty materialism. Rather, he remains always happy in his natural position of eternally serving the Supreme Lord. Text 56. Dukkhesha vanuda vigna manaha sukheshu vigata spruhaha वितराग भय क्रोधः स्थित धीर मुनि रुच्यते. One who is not disturbed in mind, even amidst the threefold miseries, or elated when there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, and anger, is called a sage of steady mind. The word muni means one who can agitate his mind in various ways for mental speculation without coming to a factual conclusion. It is said that every muni has a different angle of vision, and unless a muni differs from other munis, he cannot be called a muni in the strict sense of the term. Nasav rasar yasya matam na bhinnam Mahabharata Vanaparva 313.117. But a sthita dhira muni, as mentioned herein by the Lord, is different from an ordinary muni. The Sthita Dhira Muni is always in Krishna's consciousness, for he has exhausted all his business of creative speculation. He is called Prashanta Nihashesha Mano Rathantara Stotra Ratna 43, or one who has surpassed the stages of mental speculations and has come to the conclusion that Lord Shri Krishna or Vasudev is everything. Vasudevaha sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabhaha. He is called a muni fixed in mind. Such a transcendentally Krishna's conscious person is not at all disturbed by the onslaughts of the threefold miseries, for he accepts all miseries as the mercy of the Lord, thinking himself only worthy of more trouble due to his past misdeeds, and he sees that his miseries, by the grace of the Lord, are minimized to the lowest. Similarly, when he is happy, he gives credit to the Lord, thinking himself unworthy of the happiness. He realizes that it is due only to the Lord's grace that he is in such a comfortable condition and able to render better service to the Lord. And for the service of the Lord, he is always daring and active and is not influenced by attachment or aversion. Attachment means accepting things for one's own sense gratification, and detachment is the absence of such sensual attachment. But one fixed in Krishna's consciousness has neither attachment nor detachment, because his life is dedicated in the service of the Lord. Consequently, he is not at all angry when his attempts are unsuccessful. Success or no success, a Krishna conscious person is always steady in his determination. Thank you.